Hey guys, welcome to the review show. My name's Austin. Ordinary Angels stars Alan Richardson and Hilary Swank. A struggling hairdresser finds a renewed sense of purpose when she meets a widow father working hard to care for his two daughters. With his youngest critical ill and waiting for a liver transplant, the woman single-handedly rallies an entire community to 2024 has not been a great year so far when it comes to movies. And people are like, well, it's only February. All right, you're only 2 months in. Give it time to get to the good films. It's either way. I've seen a lot of fucking bad movies so far this year, and rarely I praise a film. Like I did see The Promised Land with Matt Mikkelsen. Great film, fantastic film. Go see it if it's still in theaters for you guys. The Beekeeper with Jason Statham, fun film, but nothing really, I would say, has been a film where I got really attached to the story and felt the emotional weight of a story. And Ordinary Angels does that. Like you have a story about a father who loses his wife, and and he has to take care of his two daughters, but one of them has a critical illness, somewhat like his wife had, and so he's somewhat going through the same you know events again, and he's with his daughter, and it's really bright, like tearing them apart. Next you have this woman that comes along who isn't perfect, who has her own dark past as well, and she just and she just feels like she has to help in some form. You have this father who is basically now doubting his own beliefs, and like doubting faith, doubting hope, doubting trusting in other people, and that's because of what happened with his wife, and now he has to go through it again. And he's like, he doesn't know what to do. Like struggling, and you see that, and next you see the growth on both sides, getting these two different stories. That actually is This movie is based on a true story. I'm curious to hear about other people's perspective of like actually seeing this on the news when it came up back in, like, what is it, 1997, I believe, that this took place. And so it was just like, I don't want to give too much away. The acting is really good. Like, I don't say it's like Oscar winning like acting, but it's pretty good damn acting, especially from Alan Richardson. Like, he's like like the best part about this whole entire film. And like, you see a clear point with this story. It's kind of with Hillary's story. I'm like, why is it, like, it definitely feels a little forced, like, towards the beginning, but when the movie goes on, you kind of somewhat open up to her. So you're kind of like almost like Alan Richardson's character, where he's like, "Who is this lady? I don't want you near me. I don't want you near my family. Please leave. I appreciate all the help." But then he's suddenly like, but he slowly kind of starts opening up to her, and like and that's almost like us with the audience. It's like, this feels weird. I don't I don't like this, and so I don't know if that's like a negative point. It kind of is somewhat of a negative point because it kind of just feels like somewhat out of left field a tiny bit. It's just interesting to see her do these fundraisers and like rally these people together. And I wish we got to see more of that, kind of, because, like, again, you have these two different stories. But I would have liked to see more of how she did that. Why is she so good at that? Like, because she, at the beginning of the film, where you see her for the first time helping Alan's character, um, she's like, oh, believe me, I'm good at all of this type of stuff. And it's like, and you do see her being good at that. It's like, how are you good? How are you good at that? Like, how are you this like failure hairdresser when you're very good at being like a lawyer in some form? I'm gonna give Ordinary Angels an A minus. I really like this movie. Like, you really believe that, like, you had this like broken father, and who was really, focusing on work, trying to focus paying off all these bills and pay these medical bills, and waiting for a liver to come in on this wait list. And like, he was all, and like, whenever he does open up, whenever he does have fun, it's like, okay, cool, now we as the audience can have fun. And so it's like, it really knows the story really well, and it was told very well. So I would highly recommend it. Go and check it out this weekend if you want to see a movie this weekend. Even take the family out. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Like always, I'll see you guys in the next review. Bye, guys.